It's Al Cole from CBS Radio, host of the syndicated talk show People of Distinction, cluing you in that in our 21st century, I'll tell you, products and services are sold through video. That's right, so sell it through video at Al Cole Enterprises and SAG 14 Production Company. You got it, and right now you got it too. Enjoy another outstanding audio clip from our international guest list featuring my son, the fantastic Benji Cole, on People of Distinction.
And on the line with us today, we have Angela Fortnum. We'll be discussing her fantastic book, Pages and Leaflets of North Oxfordshire, My Lineage Pre-1700 to 1959. Available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or if you guys want to get everything that Angela has to offer, do yourself a favor. Go directly to her personal website, angelafortnum.com. There you'll be able to find more information on her, more information on her book, Pages and Leaflets, as well as more information on upcoming books that she has. So one more time, that's angelafortnum.com. And I will say, Angela was brought to our network, People of Distinction, today by some of the best movers in the business, LitPrime Publishing. So if you have a book that you'd like moved, move it through LitPrime. You can find them at litprime.com. And guys, listen, it is an absolute pleasure to have Angela here on the line, okay? Because aside from me butchering her title all interview long, because I have an American dialect, okay? So I'm not pronouncing Oxfordshire in the correct way. But thankfully, she's forgiven me for that, and she's being very respectful, which I appreciate so much. But what is amazing about her book is it's a memoir, okay? It's taken from her life, and it's also going to be comprised of her family's history. But the underlying message, what is so beautiful about it, and really what everyone should take from the book, is you have it within yourself to figure out your background. It's that old adage that we've all heard before. Before you know where you're going, you have to know where you've been. And that is such a great message that rings true to today, because it's really meant to inspire you as the reader to look back in your own family's history and really learn more about yourself through the family in which you come from. So without further ado, Pages and Leaflets of North Oxfordshire. Tell us a little bit about it.
Right. It's a family and religious history about my maternal grandfathers from 1700. It's that specific date because I couldn't, when I did the book, find any information further back than that, although I have got some provisional extra data there. And that's 1700 to 1959, that's when my grandfather died. It includes details of various religious buildings that are linked to his family. For example, the primitive Methodist chapel was set up by my two-times great-grandfather in South Newington. Haven't explained where that is yet. That's an North Oxfordshire village, about 5 miles south of Canberra. And my family didn't move out of the village in all those years. They were very sort of, shall we say, stuck in their surroundings. And that is one of the reasons why I think I felt my roots were in the countryside.
Now, Angela, talk to our listening audience. Let's go into inspiration. Now, what inspired you to embark upon this creative journey and find out this information about your family?
I thought my roots were in the countryside, and I thought it was an opportunity to start with family members, some of whom I knew, and at the time that I started to gather the information, my mother was alive, so I was able to get some details from her. I knew my grandfather. I didn't know my great-grandfather, but my mother knew him and was able to give me some information. And then from there on, it was a case of looking up reference books, parish records, census forms, anything that was available to give me some help.
Mm-hmm.
So as I just said, my great-grandfather was one of several people who set up the primitive Methodist church in the village, and in the next village called Wigginton, one of his brothers set up another Methodist chapel, which is still there and used to this day.
It's Al Cole from CBS Radio, host of the syndicated talk show People of Distinction, cluing you in that in our 21st century, I'll tell you, products and services are sold through video. That's right, so sell it through video at Al Cole Enterprises and SAG 14 Production Company. You got it, and look forward to enjoying other outstanding audio clips from our international guest list featuring my son, the fantastic Benji Cole, on People of Distinction.